What's going on, guys? Welcome back to yet another Dragon Blaze Third Impact video. Hope you guys doing all as well in the world. It is hotter than hot today. Feels like 108. It's treacherous. But today's video is all about the beginner's guide part 4, I believe. And this is all about armors and why armors are needed. So, as usual, I collect and stuff like that. Don't forget your events. Make sure that you're playing all your events and keeping in touch with everything, because it is very important. Revenge is coming as well. Make sure you got your fortunes coming. Revenge is coming. Make sure you're doing your mining, all that good stuff, because this game demands you to be active. This game demands you to have lots of resources. We'll open these up real quick as well. It demands power and it demands resources, or you won't really get anywhere in this game hardly. If you wonder why I'm deleting my tickets, it's because I have enough tickets. Tickets aren't really used that much as they used to. I mean, they're still being used today, but just not as much at all. Unfortunately, that is the case. We're going to get her a little higher. But yeah, it's all about armors today and why they're needed and why they're important, especially for beginners. I'm pretty sure they showed you how to equip your armors and stuff like that, but we're going to go into depth a little more about them and why they're needed. And you really can't get a lot of free armors in this game anymore like you used to, which is very unfortunate, because like I said, I've been playing this game for a long time. I've been through some of the most biggest monumental turn the game upside down on its head updates, to where it just changes literally everything. So now that we're done with all of that, power increase, we're getting close to 1 million, and atrociously. I have to do cats as well. But yes, let's go to armor. So armor sanctuary. Now, a long time ago, they used to have it to where you have to go get armor specifically for your heroes. Now they have it to where whatever class it is, they all share that specific armor, basically. Now you can upgrade it and stuff like that. It makes it easier to obtain armor and to maintain your armor versus before, because it used to be treacherous. Like, let's say you have let's say you have a dual wielder and you have a warrior, and it's like really good armor. Like, for instance, they used to have what's called raids, and raids is how I got some like these accessories. Like, I got this accessory from a raid. I did mention that, I'm pretty sure, yesterday. I got that from a raid. I got this one from a raid, the full set actually from the raid, the full set of the other accessory from a raid. And then I had what's called ultimate gear, but they don't have ultimate gear. Well, they probably do. I'm pretty sure I can go find it, actually. I'm not sure if I can find it here in a second. And that's your S gear. So, and then they had SS gear, and then they had ultimate gear. Where you can get gear at now is through here, your Odyssey attack team. I have to do a video about this, but you go here and you get your weapons. Now you have your triple S weapons, which I guess they took ultimate out of the game. So yeah, they took basically that out of the game. So you have triple S, you have double S, and then you have S, which I'm going to eventually start buying those as well, because I can buy about three swords at least for the S versions, but they go up. So you have weapons, you have shields, and then you have your armors, and then you have your orbs and stuff like that. So they kind of go down the chain a little bit before you can keep buying these, which is very important for you to have all of these. Well, not all of them. Like, S would be good, and double S would be great, and then triple S will take a long time, because you need 15,000 of these coins in order to get that. And then obviously you have your armors and stuff like that, which they don't really give you detail because you have to pay for it, which I kind of wish they'll give you detail about this. But these are basically very important to obtain, and I'll have to actually obtain these as well. And then Obviously, you get a total of 6 per week. You reach your target points, you get to go to the next stage and stuff like that. And then I'm pretty sure, here we go, rewards. You can collect crowns based on your battle. Yeah. So yeah, you basically collect them, your rewards, and you get coins and stuff at a time. You get very low rates of coins and stuff like that, allow you to get here. So it's going to take you a long time to grind. If you want to go through that and read it yourself, you can. But today's all about armors. So I don't want to make the video too long. But yes, so back then they have what was called raids, which you can raid and get your ultimate armor, which would be the best armor in the game, and then you can level it up to +5, or I think it's +5 to +10, and that would be like the max right there. And then it'll also give you sets, like if you have, your sword, your shield, or your sword and shield is probably all you need, or your sword and shield and your armor, your sword and shield, your sword, shield, and armor. If you have all of those together, you can get like a special like set bonus. They don't have that anymore. They took that out of the game basically. And the same thing they did with the accessories. They only give you a set of 2. They used to give you a set of 3. Well, they've took that out of the game now, and there's different levels of your armors, which I should go to there. So you have your white armors, which is your common armors. You have your green ones, which is your B armors. You have your blue ones, which is your A armors. You have your purple, which is your S armor. And then you have your gold, which is your SS armor. And then your red one, I think, should be the triple S. And then they don't have ultimate currently at this moment, I don't believe. They did a long time ago. And each tier provides you with a different level of power and a different level of rate. And also it takes a lot longer to enchant those set gears. And then I mentioned a long time ago, well, a few minutes ago, where back then you would have to grind the raids to get gear specifically for your characters. So like now, where your warriors can share your gears, wasn't like that many years ago. If you have a war in a dual wielder and your warrior has all of its swords or their swords that they need, where your dual wielder, they're missing their swords. So now you have to go back into the raid, spend all day long raiding to get those swords for them. And then you have to level them up as well. So like for your archers, you have a couple archers you like, well, you have to get quivers for all of them. You have to get their bows for all of them. You have to get armors for all of them. Same for all your classes, your enchanters, your mages, your priest, all of them, your paladins. You had to get basically lots of gear basically for those guys. And I'm happy that they changed that. Now, enhancing is very important. As you see here, this is +4. So this is the current stats right here. And the higher the grade, the harder it takes to enchant. I just want to point that out. It is a lot harder to enchant these guys. A lot harder. And as you see here, they have their different sets of gear, because you see it changes a little bit. With our dual wielder, I can't really enhance. Well, actually I can enhance, but we're going to go to grade right now. We're going to upgrade our gear for a second. We're going to punch here. You're going to go to add, and we're going to upgrade. So if you look here, this is what it currently looks like. 209 crit damage plus 50.2, 73 plus 17.5, and then your defense penetration and stuff like that increases, which is really good. Here, this is what it looks like now. And this is where I'm going to add it to it. And we're going to add it, we're going to enchant it, and it's going to go +3, which now our stats are going to look a little bit better because we have additional buffs. Additional attack, additional everything. And then whenever you upgrade your armors and level them, you want to pay attention to here so you know your characters are getting stronger and stronger. And then from here you would go buy your next set of armor, which would be from the Odyssey attack team, and that's going to take you some time. So basically, instead of grinding raids, you're basically grinding that, and it kind of guarantees to get you where you want to get to, because the raids is pretty hard. There are really strong teams that come in there and just destroy everybody. They'll get first place constantly. They'll get all the rewards. So I guess they tried to scrap that, go to Odyssey attack team, which I'll do a video about that soon, to allow you to get more rewards and get your coins that you need and get your armors and your weapons and your swords and your shields and your quivers and your orbs and more. I just kind of wish they'd made it a little bit simpler to get, because it does take a lot to get that. As you see here, we're going to go to our, I'm just going to start a few of these. My critical is pretty good or pretty decent because this is an S weapon. Now there's an S in the shop already, and I already have like double S. So triple S is what I need, because you can get that version or you can get this version. And you're probably going to be getting these versions first. And you also level up. Like, you can get your armors and enchant them to the next highest tier. And then you can get these by opening up packs. You can get these by going to your challenger dungeon and tapping that treasure box that's right in the bottom of your screen, at the center of it. And you can get armors there. You can get armors from your adventure dungeon, which I told you before, that is extremely important because you're going to get most of your resources there. Next, it will be your mining. You're going to get most of them there, but you can also get them throughout the whole entire game based on how active you are. If you're not active, you're not going to get anything you need in this game. Because these, I basically just earned these. Like, I earned these by coming on. I've earned these by just waiting and getting lucky and getting drops and stuff like that. So as you see here for your mage, basically the same thing. This is a +2. It's going to get a lot stronger. And I'm getting all of my armors. Because basically, you can enchant them. You can get them dropped. You can get lucky and get them. I mean, it's really good. And plus, if you look at the bottom of my screen here, it will tell you like what the next tier is going to be. I kind of already showed you that already, but each one has their own set of specific armors. And then we can go to enhance. You see here, I got over 12,000 for Incanter, 6,500 for Priest and Paladin. And then enhancing them. Now, enhancing them, you see, it's going to be kind of selfish based on what you're doing, because they don't always share everything. So what we're going to try to do is we're going to try to find do I have like any low tier gear other than, I do not. I have a full set of gold gear here. Let's go, Priest. Let's try to level up my Paladin, actually. Oh, actually, no. Let's do the road. So we're going to go here to the armor. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to enhance these. We're going to go to Paladin. We're going to go to, I only have a couple of these. So you're going to click here. And then how you know your enhance is reached, it says enhance result 3. So when it goes to 4, that means, so it says +1. So we don't want to go beyond that. So we're just going to use 1. And then we're going to enhance. And then we're going to go to +3, and it says our stats down there at the very bottom. I went too fast. Let's do this again. So we're going to enhance. We're going to use the blue ones. So we're going to go here. We're going to keep going. There we go. Let's see if we can enhance higher. We can enhance all the way up to that. So we're going to just, I guess I'll use them all. So we use 108. And down here, you see my critical damage is going to go from 265.4 to 397.1. My critical rate increase, and I guess and defense penetration. It's not. I'm guessing it's both stats together. I'm not sure, but my critical rate is going to be 92.7 to 138.7. My defense penetration increase, I guess, is 109.2 to 163.4. And then my accuracy is 120.07, and it's going to get boosted to 180.5. So we're going to enhance that, and it'll show you right here. Now, you don't have to use all your resources, but this is just specifically for rogues. Like, nobody else really used that. And plus, it will take more to enhance this one because it is SS. This is just S. So now, since that's maxed, I can actually enhance it to more, I'm pretty sure, to make it +5, which I'm going to do that actually. And then my stats are going to increase more, make it +5, and now it's maxed. So now it cannot go any further. And that's kind of a good thing I did that, because rogues only use daggers. So now I have to now equip and max out here now. And you're going to get stronger as you level up your things. It's very important to know that. And then your dual wielders, your damage dealers, I can go and power them up, or I can kind of wait for just to get the gold gear. But at the same time, if you want to keep making them stronger, you're going to have to buff them up. So this is already +2. And then we're going to go here. We're going to go to probably just there because I want to buff up that side as well. Power up. You see the enhancements at the bottom. Go here. Click here. We're going to go up to 4. There we go. Got your stats on the right down there. Tells you where it's going to go to. You click it. Bam. You power up. If you want to power up more, I can use the green ones. And the green ones may take a little more though. See, it takes 138 of these things. Power that up. And then it also takes time. You can also buy gears. You can buy packs to get more armors to power up your guys. Go through the challenger dungeon. It gives you some every single day. Going through daily adventure dungeons. You're going to get powered up and do everything to obtain your gears and your armors that you need. And that's basically it for this video. And make sure you're powering up all your characters. Make sure you're buying armor packs if you need to, and just go through the game and enhance these, and your characters are going to get stronger and stronger and stronger. Let's try to enhance one of these. Actually, we're going to use here. Let's see how much it takes. So look at that, 162. And it went to 5. So let's go ahead and use all of that. Huge jump there in power and defense. Look at that. It's insane. Now, this is at 5. Now, the higher the tier, the higher it's going to go. So I'm going to have to enchant it a lot more just to boost its power. We're going to go over here because this is my paladin, so I definitely want to make them a bit stronger. So we're going to go to +5. We're going to stop right about there. 156 of these. Powered it up. Boom. So basically, like I said, you want to buy armor packs. You want to come on every day, get that challenger dungeon. Once a day, except the chest, you'll get all your resources. Your adventures is going to give you lots of armors as well. You just have to be very active and do those, because it's very important that you do that. And it's going to take a while before you can power up your guys, so just be patient. Don't get angry, if you don't get a lot of power all at once. This is a patient game. It's going to take a lot of time to get power and strength in this game, so just be patient. That's why they have so many ways for you to try to get power, and that's what I'm helping you. But again, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Beginner's Guide Part 4, Armors. Like, comment, subscribe. I do this for you guys, and I love to see the excitement as well. I'm pushing these videos for you guys to help anybody in the future, returning players, and more. Stay tuned for the next one. Peace.